Hey there, welcome back to another video. I'm Kiera, and as usual, we're here today playing some Ark Survival Evolved Mobile. We are back on our official server at the Mighty Pink base here, and today we're going to be planting some Species X plants, the plants that shoot and defend your base. So I've already planted some up here, as you can see, but I'm just going to be going over the basics on how to plant them and how to grow them for you. So let's straight away begin. If I can exit that, there we go. So I think I'm going to place 2 here, just because the top ones don't quite reach down here. So first things first is you want to create a large crop plot, so it can be any one, it just has to be large, but I've bought the engram for this one over here, so I'm just going to craft up 2 of those, and it has to be large, otherwise they will not grow. And these guys take a wee minute to craft up, so just place, and if you're going to be placing them inside, there is a different method you will need to do, but I don't see why you would need them inside because they are a defensive plant that shoot stuff, so you'd want them outside. So 1 there, and then I'm just going to put 1 here as well. Perfect, just like that. Okay, so now basically what you want to do is make sure you have the Species X seeds. You can get these from pretty much just destroying bushes in the swamp or the red little plants that you find in the mountains. So you will also need some fertilizer, so that's what I'm going to get right now. Beetles. So I'm probably going to start off with just about 6, just to make sure I don't need to refill it for a while. You can just use poop, but fertilizer lasts a lot longer, and when these guys are growing they do use a little bit of fertilizer. Alright, so basically we are outside, so you shouldn't really have to water these. But because it hasn't rained yet, I'm just going to quickly fill them with water. So that's why I have some of these with me, just to get it going a little bit before it starts raining. So feed and feed, and then we'll give it 3 fertilizer along with this one, and then we can place in 1 of our seeds just like that. Oops, and it's saying I have too many in the area, which is very typical. Problems, more problems. So it's because I have too many up here, and there is only allowed 10 per area. So I will bring you guys right back once I shift these over a little bit. Okay, it is starting to get dark now, but I have shifted them over to this corner, and this area here is where all the wild dinosaurs spawn anyway, so that's good. So we can just place in our seed, and straight away we get a little seedling there. And done, number 2. And there we go. So now these guys do take some time to grow. I know on the computer version they take about 12 hours to fully mature and about 14 in-game days, but on mobile these guys do only take around 6 to 7 hours to fully mature. And there you have it. That's basically it. That is how to grow and plant your own species X plants. And don't worry about water because it will rain and fill these guys right up. You only need to worry about water if you're planting them inside. And the other thing I love about this is while they are still babies, they turn pink, which is amazing. And unfortunately, I did paint my ones up there, but once they mature, they unfortunately turn to their normal color. So I can show you what the adults look like while we are up here. I have to make my way to the roof. So here we have the matured species X shooter plants. And as you can see, there's a little telescope button up in the top left. So once you click that, it allows you to set their range and to turn them on or off. So I have mine on high just because I want them to be able to kill anything that comes close. And there you have it. I have them all around the top of my roof just to help defend anything that might come wandering by. And those two will be able to get anything just out of reach by these ones up here. These are really good for flying creatures. So if you live, for example, on Fars Peak or an area where there are quite a lot of RGs around, these are excellent ways to sort of keep your base defended while you're offline. And these guys don't use a lot of fertilizer once they are matured, but they use 150 units of fertilizer. So as you can see, this one has 110,000. They use 150 every time they shoot. So you just need to make sure they are filled up before you go offline and when you come online. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I thought it was just a little bit of an informative one today, just because I was obsessed with these yesterday, and so I thought I'd better share it with you guys. I'd never planted these before until yesterday, and I just think they are a super awesome thing to have in your base. I would super appreciate it if you give this video a huge thumbs up and leave me a comment down below of any suggestions you want to see in the future, or just to say hello and I'll be sure to reply. I'm Kiera, and of course, you've been watching Kiera Games.